Okay, hello. Good afternoon, 11 Dalton. Okay, so ayun. Start na tayo ha. Nag-wait lang ako kasi konti lang kanina. Okay. Tawag dito. Na-view niyo na ba yung bagong upload ko kanina na activity sheets? Plural, di ba? Yung isa kasi dun pang learning material, tapos yung isa dun yung isa-submit. Ayun. So gagamitin natin yun for today, yung isa, yung material. By the way, class, if you wish to have the hard copy of our learning activity sheet for this week, ayun, nagbigay na ako kay Sir Ram. Siguro claim nyo na lang. Okay? Sige. Okay, so our topic for this week is all about solving exponential equation and inequalities. Okay, so last year, before we end our class, di ba, I already introduced to you the exponential functions and its uses and the forms that we may encounter when we hear the word exponential. So today, we will be focusing on solving in finding the value of x with regards to our exponential equation and inequalities. So before we proceed, we have here ito sa module nyo, kung nakuha nyo man siya or kung hindi pa, or kung meron na kayong soft copy, ito yung content niya. So first part is to unlock the difficulties. So in this part, ito yung mga topic or ito yung mga dapat ating tandaan na napag-aralan nyo na ng slight in your junior high school mathematics. Ayun. Ito yung mga dapat natin, yun nga, i-take note or i-consider when we are about to solve the value of x in our topic for today. Okay? So ayan siya. So first, wait lang. So first one, we have properties or property of inequality and inequality for exponential equation or inequality. So ito siya. Zoom in ko lang. Ayan. So ito siya. So the property of equality for exponential equation states that if a raised to b is equal to a raised to c, therefore b is equal to c. So, ibig sabihin, ayan, ika-cancel lang natin yung bases. Diba? So, let's take for example, we have, kunwari, sorry. Ayan, nasulat na. Okay, so we have kunwari, a raised to 7 is equal to a raised to x. Ayan siya. Kung meron tayong a raised to 7 equals a raised to x, therefore, 7 is equal to x. Kasi kakancel natin yung bases. Okay? So yan yung gustong sabihin ni property of equality for exponential equation. Ayan. So, ganun din yung sa property of inequality for exponential inequality. Pero in this case, sorry, ayan, medyo typo. Pag greater than, if a raised to b is greater than a raised to c, therefore b is greater than c. O kung less than naman. Kapag not equal din, of course. So, yun siya. Medyo typo lang. Paki-edit na lang or kapag if ever hard copy. Or, I will upload a new, file. Kasi, yun nga. Hindi ko napansin. Mali pala yung in-encode ko kagabi. Ay, nung last time pala. Okay. So, yun lang yun siya. Kasi nga kapag magsusolve na tayo, this is important. Okay? Kailangan natin to siya. So now, we proceed to loss of exponent. And I believe, napagdaanan niyo na to yung loss of exponent when you were in grade 8 ata yun, or grade 7, if I'm not mistaken. Basta nadaanan niyo na ito siya. Pero, yung iba lang, I guess parang yung mga loss lang from 1 to 5 yung na-unsign, na-discuss or nabigyan ng focus. Kasi itong 6 to 8, ano lang to siya, applications. Okay, well anyway, discuss na lang natin, tapos we will cite some examples. Okay, so loss of exponent tayo. Start tayo from number 1. So number 1, ayan, we have if a raised to m times a raised to n, it will yield an answer of a raised to m plus n. So kapag po, ito sa number 1, kapag po nag-multiply tayo ng number na may same base, at kapag may exponent siya, ngayon, yung exponent nila is i-add lang siya. Okay? So, example. Kunwari, ito basic example. Kunwari, x times x. Ilan ang answer? Ilan ang x times x?
X squared po, sir.
Okay, x squared. Bakit x squared? Kasi nga po, i-apply natin yung law of exponent. Di ba, x squared. Ganito kasi. Yung x, di ba, meron siyang imaginary na exponent, which is 1. So, based on our law of exponent, number 1, kapag nag-multiply tayo ng number or variable with the same base, i-add lang natin yung exponent. So, therefore, ang exponent ng dalawang x's na to ay 1. So, 1 plus 1 is 2. Kaya pag x times x, x squared yung answer. Okay, hindi 2x. Diba? Maraming nag-2x eh. Okay, so yun siya. Okay. So, ibang examples pa. Let's take for example, 7 raised to a times 7 squared. Kung na hindi pa simplified, okay, the answer would be 7 raised to a plus 2. Or yan, tama. Kasi nga, if two numbers are multiplied and they have the same base and they have an exponent, i-add lang natin yung mga exponent. O, alam niyo na to, review lang actually to. Okay? So, yan siya. Number 2. Ayan. So, number 2, we have a raised to m raised to n is equal to a raised to mn. So, dito naman, kapag ang isang number po or any variable na merong exponent ay ni-raise pa into a certain power, ipag-multiply lang po natin yung kanyang exponents. Let's say, for example, x squared. Sige, iba na lang kasi baka isipin nyo inad ko lang siya. Kunwari, x squared cube. O yan. So, ang mangyayari sa exponents po ay mag-multiply lang. So, we have x raised to 2 times 3. Therefore, the answer would be x raised to 6. Ayan siya. Okay. Ayan. Next. Ay, naku. Ano lang naman, di ba? Mabilis lang. O, kasi nga review. Okay. Sige, para marami tayong time dun sa mga susunod na lesson. Okay, next. We have ito. AB raised to m is equal to a raised to m, b raised to m. Yan. So, ang gagawin po is, i-distribute lang natin yung exponent doon sa loob ng parenthesis. Okay? Kasi silang dalawa yung i-raised ng m. So, example, Kunwari, xy. Okay, xy squared. So, x squared, y squared lang yan siya. Or kunwari, 7a squared. So, magiging 7 squared a squared. So, that would be 7 squared is 49 a squared. Yun siya. Dinidistribute class. Okay? Speaking of distribution, yung iba sa inyo hindi nagdi-distribute. 'Di ba? Ayan. Dapat pag nagmo-multiply, kung ano yung mga nasa loob ng parentheses, dinidistribute natin yung pag-multiply. Ganon. Okay. So, number 4 na tayo. Okay, ito. A raised to m over a raised to n. Actually, is equal to a raised to m minus n. Actually, class, itong number 4, inverse lang siya halos ni number 1. Kasi kung si number 1, multiply, pag minultiply natin yung dalawang number na may parehong base, ayan, with exponent, i-add natin yung exponent. Kay number 4, ang kabaliktaran, di ba, ni times is divide. So, kay number 4, kapag dinivide natin yung dalawang number with the same base na may exponent, isusubtract naman natin yung mga exponents. Katulad nung sa number 1. Kasi nga opposite lang sila. Ngayon po, of course, kung sining nasa taas, yun yung maminusan. So, halimbawa, x raised to 5, mukhang 6 yung 5. X raised to 5 all over x squared. O, ilan? O, x raised to 5 minus 3 is equal to x squared. Yan po siya. Okay? O, sige. Proceed na tayo. So, number 5, yun din. A over B raised to M is equal to A raised to M over B raised to M. So, we need to distribute the exponent to the numerator and to the denominator. So, yun siya. Kasi yun nga, nasa loob yung may yung exponentan. Okay? Yung lalagyan ng a-apply natin ng exponent or ng power. Okay? So, yun siya. Example pa ba? Sige. So, kunwari, x over 2 squared. So, that would become x squared over 4. Kasi 2 squared is 4. So, yun siya. Next naman is, ayan, number 6. Number 6 is any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. So, halimbawa, pi raised to 0, that is 1. 1 million raised to 0, that is 1. Basta any number, as long as it is a real number, when raised to 0, it will always yield an answer of 1. 1 yan lagi. Huwag niyo lang ako tanongin bakit. Kasi may mathematical explanation dyan. Basta any number raised to 0 is 1. Sige, balikan ko kayo pag naaalala ko. Kalimutan ko eh. Ayan. So, yeah. Number 7. Ito usually yung na-encounter, di ba? Possible ba yung negative na exponent? And so possible. So, kapag po, ito, sa number 7, kapag po meron po tayong exponent na negative, ang gagawin po natin is reciprocate the number and then make the exponent positive. So, ang ating a raised to negative m would become 1 over a raised to m. So, example. So, if you have x raised to negative 2, that would become 1 over x squared. Ano pa? Let's take for example, y, ano ba? Y to the 4th. Sige. Y raised to negative 4. Y raised to negative 4. So, yun po ay 1 over y to the 4th or 1 over y raised to 4. Yun siya. Yun yung number 7. And number 8, ito actually dagdag ko lang to. Pero kasi baka magamit natin yung radical. So, Ayan siya. So, ang mangyayari po dito, yung yung index, ito kasi ang tawag dito, index, di ba? Kung maalala nyo, yung index po ng radical is magiging denominator ng ating number. Or ng ating exponent, sorry, ng ating exponent. Ulitin ko, yung index po ng radical sign would be the denominator of the exponent. So, kaya dito, a raised to m, or I mean the nth root of the a raised to m is equal to m over n. Okay? So, for the example, let's have kunwari cube root of x squared. So, ang mangyayari, x as the base raised to 2, yung exponent po ng radicand or yung ng number sa loob would be the numerator, and then the index of the radical sign becomes our denominator. Kaya yung cube root ng x squared would become x raised to 2 over 3. Okay? So, kunwari, paano po pag, kunwari, ganito lang, square root of x. Sige, first question. Ano ang exponent ng x sa ating square root of x?
One, sir.
Okay, very good. 1. So, x raised to 1. Ngayon, ano ang index kapag wala tayong nakikitang number sa square root sign or sa radical sign?
2, sir.
Okay, 2. Bakit 2? O sige, kasi square root nga, di ba? Square root. So pag square, squared, square root, 2 yun siya. Okay, very good. So yun nga, may imaginary na number 2 dito. O dito may imaginary na number 1. So kapag meron tayong square root of x, so meron tayong x raised to 1/2. Yan po, yan siya. Okay. So, ayan, natapos na natin yung loss of exponent. So, may question po ba or na-review ba? So, sino may tanong? Wala? Walang tanong? Okay. Sure? Ay, walang tanong. Tahimik eh. Bala kayo dyan. Inaway. Okay. So next part po dito, class. Sa class natin, after ng mga loss of exponent, meron tayo dyang let's practice. Ngayon sa let's practice dyan, tawag dito, all you have to do is to evaluate those. Kasi nga practice. So pa-practicein natin yung loss of exponents na nasa class natin or sa learning activity sheet natin. So ito yan siya. Meron tayong 6 items, and if you wish to check your answers, meron po tayong answer key at the end of our activity sheet. And ayun class, sige, yung ating let's practice, hindi naman siya required i-submit. So and kung gusto niyo lang sagutan or practicean, meron tayo dyan. So bahala kayo. Depende sa sipag level ninyo. Yun, bahala kayo. Basta yung learning activity sheet na laging pinapasa sa akin, yun yung kailangan nyong ipasa. Ayan siya. Eto, sorry, typo na naman. You may have to. Okay. So, you may have these, ayan, yung this din mali. So, you may have, yan, you may have this table of powers as your reference. Kasi, gagamitin natin yung table of powers kapag magsosolve na tayo ng exponential equations and inequality. So, ayan siya. So, paano ito ginagamit? Kunwari, gusto nyo hanapin yung value ng, kunwari lang, 2 raised to 5. Ayan. So, kunin nyo yung base. Alam nyo naman siguro yung base, di ba? Ayan. So, ito yung base natin, yung 2. Tapos, yung power is 5. Kung saan sila nag-intersect, yun po yung number. So, 32. So, ang 2 raised to 5 natin ay 32. Okay? Paano naman kunwari, kung gusto niyo makuha yung value ng, yung number na mismo, tapos kung anong siya, kung anong base or what. Kunwari, 125. O kunwari lang alam niyo yung 125 is base of 5, di ba? So kaya base of 5 siya. Ngayon, ano yung exponent niya? So ang base niya ay 5, so ito siya. So saan siya nag-fall? Sa 3. So ang 125 natin is 5 raised to 3 or 5 cubed. Disclaimer lang agad-agad, wala po dyan lahat ng numbers. Yung nilagay ko lang dyan is yung 2, 3, 5, 1 half, 1 third, and 1 fifth. Kasi ito yung medyo ginagamit natin usually. Okay? Hindi rin po nakalagay dyan lahat ng power kasi ang nilagay ko lang dyan is from 0 to 5. Ayan. Saka kung mapapansin nyo rin pala, by the way, di ba, kung makikita nyo lang, yung power natin sa or yung answers natin sa yung kapag ang power natin ay 0, lahat ay 1. Kasi nga any number raised to 0 is 1. Ayun siya. Okay. Anyway, pwede naman kayong gumamit ng calcu kapag nagda-doubt kayo sa answers ninyo. Hindi naman kayo Oo. Hindi ko naman kayo ni-restrict. Saka sa kapag sa kapag gagamit kayo, kapag maghahanap pa kayo ng ibang power yan, pwede rin kayo mag-calcu. Okay? Kasi hindi ko naman chine-check kung tama yung sagot niyo, di ba? Ang kailangan ko kung paano niyo nakuha. Iyon. With proper unit. Yan siya. Dalton. Oo. Ayan siya. Ayun na. Ito na tayo. Steps in solving exponential equations and inequalities. So number 1, make sure that the bases are the same. Ayan, may example ako dito. Ayan, yung example ko is 3 raised to 4x equals 27 raised to x minus 9. So ayan, sabi dyan, look for the common base. O, in this example, 3 is the common base. O, usually, ang common base natin ay prime number. So, 3, di ba? Tapos, 27 is a power of 3. Alam natin na kapag ni-raise natin yung 3 in a certain power, makakakuha tayo ng 27. Okay? And we all know that 27 is represented by 3 times 3 times 3. So, 27 is equal to 3 raised to 3. Ngayon, para same na sila ng base, or ito yung tinatawag natin common base, kasi 3 nga ang common base, gagawin natin power of 3 yung 27, which is 3 raised to 3. Ngayon, kung mapapansin nyo dito sa example na to, wala ng 27, di ba? Kasi naging 3 raised to 3 na siya. Yun. O kung nagdududa pa rin kayo, Char, kung di kayo sure, try nyo, 3 raised to 3, 27 yan. Ewan ko lang, baka 28 na siya ngayon. Binago na, charot. Ayun. So, bakit kailangan natin na same base yung ating exponential equation or inequality? Kasi nga po, hindi tayo makakasimplify. Ayan, may note, di ba? We cannot simplify an exponential equation or inequality if they don't have a common base. Ayun, kayo naman pala. Sige. Ngayon, ayun na, step number 2 na tayo. Basta yun yung step 1. Kailangan common base sila. Kailangan pareho yung base nila. 'Di ba? Parang baseball lang, may mga base. Ganun. Okay. If possible, apply law of exponents to simplify. So in this case, kung mapapansin nyo ito, ang komplikado 'di ba ng right side of our equation natin, which is 3 raised to 3 raised to x minus 9. And based dun sa laws of exponent natin, pwede natin siyang apply yan ng scholarship, charot. Law of exponent. So, ganon. So, ayan siya. So, ang gagawin natin is to apply itong a raised to m raised to n para mapagsama natin ng buo yung mga exponent. So, ayan siya. So, i-multiply natin yung 3 and yung x minus 9. Ayan. Ulitin ko lang class for the, million time na kailangan pag nagmo-multiply, i-distribute. Okay? Payag ba kayo kapag nag-pass your papers sa'yo lang, sa classmate mo lang, hindi niya ipapasa sa'yo, di ba? Siyempre, hindi pwede. So, ayan siya. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 9 is negative 27. So, ayan, simplify na natin. So we have 3 raised to 4x equals 3 raised to 3x minus 27. Yan na siya. Ngayon po, since simplify na natin yung exponent, ayan siya, na-simplify na natin, pwede na nating tanggalin yung base. O bakit natin tatanggalin yung base? Kasi may property po tayo para doon. Okay? So yun nga yung kanina, yung property, ano ngayon? Property of inequality kapag equation or property of inequality kapag inequality siya. So kapag pareho ng base, cancel na lang. O cancel natin yung base. And i-bring down natin yung exponent. So ayan, meron na tayong 4x equals 3x minus 27. And syempre, hindi pa yun yung final answer kasi we need yung value ng x. Ano ba yung ano nga ba yung value ng x para tumama doon sa ating equation? So simplify further to obtain the value of x. So 4x equals 3x minus 27. Ililipat natin sa 3x, magiging negative. So 4x minus 3x equals negative 27. So 4x minus 3x is x. So, yan yung answer natin. X is equal to negative 27. Okay. Actually, class, pwede naman pagbalik ta rin si step 2 and step 3. Pwedeng cancel nyo na dito agad muna yung 3. Pwede yun siya. As long as tama yung procedure natin. Bala kayo. Pero dapat same sila agad ng base. Kasi ulitin ko, kapag hindi sila same ng base, hindi kayo pwedeng mag-simplify or hindi natin sila pwedeng ma-evaluate. Okay. O sige, natandaan na ba yung steps? Okay, gawa tayo ng example. Ay, wait lang. Sige, kunwari ito. So, kunwari, meron tayong ay, sorry. 2 raised to x minus 4 equals, ano ba? Kunwari, 1 over 16 raised to, ano magandang number? Char. X plus 2. Ayan. Kunwari, ganyan. So, ito siya. So, kailangan daw common base. Okay. Ngayon, class, sa tingin nyo, ano yung common base natin? Di ba ang hirap? So, ang gagawin natin, class, ganito. Kapag, naalala nyo ba yung law of exponent natin? Ano na kapag may 1 over 16? Ay, sorry. Kapag meron tayong reciprocal, anong gagawin natin? Okay, sige. Help mo na ako. Okay, so ang gagawin ko is ganito. 2x minus 4 equals 16 raised to negative 1 times x plus 2. Ano yung nangyari, class? Sige. Anyone from the class? Ano yung nangyari? Hello? Sige nga. Sige, ano yung nangyari? Sige. Sino yan? Bakit naging 16 raised to negative 1 si 1 over 16?
Sir, actually po nasa law po siya ng exponents.
Okay.
Yung is equals to x raised to negative x is equals to 1 over x raised to x.
Ay, ulit daw? Hindi ko nakuha. Sorry. Ulit. Sige, sorry. Ulit.
X raised to negative x is equals to 1 over a raised to x.
Okay, so in-apply natin yung ano na kapag naka ano siya, may 1 over siya, is it pwede nating applyan ng loss of exponent. So yun yung sinasabi mo ano, Angelique.
Yes po.
Actually tama yun, pinakabalang kita. So tama yun. Ginamitan natin siya ng loss of exponent. Remember, a raised to negative 1 is equal to 1, ay sorry. Oo, tama. Kapag ang a natin is raised to negative 1, magiging 1 over a siya. Bakit nang ganito? Kasi, di ba, meron tayong general rule, a raised to m is equal to, or sorry, a raised to negative m is equal to 1 over a raised to m siya, di ba? Tama? Tama. Ngayon, si 1 over 16, ibig sabihin nito kapag binaliktad natin si 1 over 16, negative ang kanyang exponent. Pero i-reciprocal natin siya. Kaya naging 16 raised to negative. Bakit 1? Kasi walang exponent si 1 over 16. Kundi may imaginary exponent ang lahat ng number na 1. Kaya 16 raised to negative 1. Okay. So thank you. Tama yon. Ngayon class, next problem. Pareho na ba sila ng base? Pareho sila ng base, hindi. Hello?
Hindi, sir.
Okay, hindi po pareho ng base. Kasi nga, yung isa ay 2, yung isa ay 16. So ano ang gagawin natin para pareho sila ng base? Sabi nga ni Megan Trainor, it's all about that base. Char, pero S yon, hindi yun E, yun dulo. Joke lang. No trouble. Joke lang. O, anong gagawin natin para pareho ng base? Hahanap tayo ng common base, tama? O, sa tingin niyo ba? O sige, since 2, eto na, yun na yung laging hint natin. Kapag prime number, yung isang side ng equation, yung base niya, o yung base ng ano, ang base ng isang side ng equation natin ay prime, more probably, yun na yung common base. O, in this case, 2 ito siya. So, 2 na yung common base. Ngayon, is there any number na kapag ni-raise natin yun, mali, baliktad. Ano kaya yung magiging possible power or exponent ng 2 para makakuha tayo ng 16? Meron ba?
Sir, 4?
Okay, 4. So we have 2, ay ano ba? Sorry. So we have 2 raised to x minus 4 equals, ang 16 natin ay 2 raised to 4, di ba? Ayan. O, try nyo. So, we have 2 raised to 4. Ayan. Tapos, mayroon pang negative 1. Diba? Ayan. X plus 2. O, nakuha ba? Sorry. Nakuha ba? O, ayan siya. So, ulitin natin. Dito, from our original equation, naging 16 raised to negative 1 siya kasi inangat natin si 16. Okay? Ngayon po, 16 at 2 ay hindi common base. They don't share the same base. Hindi sila pareho. So, ang rule kasi natin, kailangan pareho. Kaya dapat i-same natin, ipareho natin para madali na lang siyang tanggalin later on. Okay? So, ito na siya. So, we have x, I mean 2 raised to x minus 4 equals 2 raised to 4 raised to negative 1 raised to x plus 2. Okay, and then next step is to simplify or apply laws of exponent if possible. So, itong left side ng equation natin is hindi na kinakailangan ng simplification, but itong kabila ay medyo complex. So, i-simplify natin. So, isa-isahin natin. 2 raised to 4 raised to negative 1. Ilan ang answer? Yung loob muna, sige. So, ilan? Yung ito muna. O, ito muna. Ilan yan? 2 raised to 4 raised to negative 1 based on our laws of exponent. Ilan ang answer? 2 raised to what? Hala, wala nag... Ayun, meron. Kala ko wala nagre-recite, bawiin ko grade nyo. Charot. Ayan. So, 2 raised to negative 4. Okay. So, tama. O bakit? I-multiply lang, di ba? Kasi ni-raised mo yung may exponent na. Okay. Ito pa. O sige, 2 raised to 4. Meron pa siyang raised to x plus 2. Okay. So, ilan yon? Anong gagawin kapag may ganyan? I-multiply. Tama? So, ilan na? Negative 4 times x plus 2. Ilan?
Sir,
Yes.
2 raised to negative 4x
Negative 4x minus 8. Okay, that is correct. Tama yan siya. Ayan, i-distribute natin. Class, mag-distribute tayo talaga. Kasi nakakalimutan nyo ba kapag learning activity sheet na ipinapasa nyo. Meron doon, ano yun? Wait lang paalala ko lang. Ito yun parang ganito ata yun. Kinancel po, ganyan. Ang natira ay x plus 2. Mali po, class. Kapag 1/2 times 2x plus 2, i-distribute nyo yung 1/2. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, ilan na yun? X plus 1. Yun yung answer. Hindi x plus 2. Hindi lang nagka-cancel kayo agad-agad. I-distribute po, ha? Okay. Reminders lang. Kasi ang daming nagbaba dahil dito sa na to. Pag mag-check pa naman ako step by step. Ayan. Okay. So, yun na. So, 2 raised to x minus 4 equals 2 raised to negative 4 minus 8. And then, ayun na. Ang pinakahihintay ng lahat, nakakancel na siya. Ayun. Okay. So, meron na tayong x minus 4 equals negative 4 minus 8. And then, 4x pala. Negative 4x minus 8. And then, combine like terms. When we say combine like terms, lahat ng may exponent, lahat ng may variable, ilipat sa isang side ng equation, lahat ng constant, ilagay sa same side of the equation. Since, ayun nga. So, we have x plus 4x, lipat si 4x sa kabila, lipat si 4 sa kabila. Negative 8 plus 4. So we have 5x equals negative 4. Divide both sides by 5 to obtain x. So we have x is equal to negative 4 over 5. So yan po yung way natin para ma-solve ang isang exponential equation. Actually, class, pareho lang siya sa inequality. The thing is, may i-consider lang tayo na signs, such as greater than, less than, and not equal. Okay? Sige, question in this example. May example po. May question po. Any question? Wala. Wala? Last call. Questions? Baka may hindi naintindihan, may na-miss kasi nag-lag tayo or kung ano man. Wala? Sure? Sige, wala. Okay lang. Anyway, ayan. Kapag may online discussion tayo, nire-record ko naman. Tapos, upload sa YouTube. Ayan. Para ma-view nyo ulit, just in case. Okay. So, proceed tayo. So, anyway, dito lang naman tumatakbo. Yung ating week number 6. Ayan. Dito pala, class, ayan. Sorry, may typo rin kasi dito. Saan na yun? Wait lang ha. Dito po, class, typo kasi ito eh. Ayan. So, mayroon pa tayong additional, dito, examples. Ayan. So, Ayan, ito yung mga examples natin. Dito class, kung mapapansin nyo, di ba nagpalit ng sign? Negative 2x is greater than negative 3. Sorry sa 2/3 ha. 3/2 dapat yun, typo lang. Ngayon class, sa tingin nyo, bakit nagpalit ng sign? Kasi nga di ba, katulad na lagi ko sinasabi, paulit-ulit, kapag nag-multiply or nag-divide tayo ng negative sa inequality, magbabaliktad yung symbol. O, paano nangyari yun? So, negative 2x is less than negative 3. Ngayon, divided by negative 2, divided by negative 2, x is equal to 3/2. Tapos, magbabaliktad yung symbol. Kasi nag-divide tayo ng negative. Okay? Yun lang. Kaya nga sabi ko, similar lang sila halos. Pero may i-consider lang tayo sa inequality. Okay? So, yun. Ayun po, class. Ngayon, class, dito sa Let's Do This, all you have to do is to evaluate or to find the value of x. And you need to show your solution. Again po, class, I do not require you to submit this part. Yun, let's do this. Kasi ito na lang yung pagpapracticean ninyo. Kasi at the end of our, material or activity sheet, kasi activity sheet din tawag ko dito or learning activity sheet, meron tayong answer key. Pero dun lang sa let's practice saka sa let's do this. Ngayon po, class, anong gagawin nyo dito sa let's do this? O sige, solve ninyo and then check nyo kung tama yung answer ninyo sa let's do this. Okay? Kasi pag nag-parallel naman yung answer ninyo with the answer key and on your solution, tama yung inyong sagot. Kasi class, I'm not really after with the answer naman. I'm really after with the answer and the solution. Kung paano nyo nakuha yung tamang sagot. Okay? Yun naman lagi, di ba, sa math? Hindi naman kami lagi na find x, ganon. Siyempre, how you find x din, ganon. So, yun lang naman. Okay? So, yun lang. And then, yun lang yung ating material. Okay? Yun lang yung content ng ating material. So, I don't give extra examples in your activity kasi nagbigay rin naman ako or nagkaroon tayo ng learning activity sheet. And online discussion. Ngayon po, limited lang din yung online discussion ko kasi I don't want naman na nagre-relate kayo on my discussion or in our video. So, kaya naglagay ako doon ng let's do this for you to try and to, para makuha niyo yung tamang sagot on your own. Diba? Based on what we have discussed and based on what is in our learning activity sheet. Okay? Ngayon, class, nakikita niyo ba? Okay, naka-present pala. I also uploaded the learning activity sheet that you need to pass And ang deadline natin is next week, Monday. Okay? Para hindi kayo tambakan. Ngayon, ayan siya. So, ito lang naman yun siya, 4 lang. Kasi baka mahirapan na naman ako mag-check. Ayun pala. By the way, I will upload the answer key for the learning activities 1 to 5 soon. Okay? I-rewrite ko lang kasi sa Scratch ko lang din siya nilagay. So, ito siya. Ngayon po, tawag dito, I know that not all of you can upload the answer in the Google Classroom. Ayun. Sige, ganito na lang. Kapag po you have difficulty in uploading the learning activity sheet in the Google Classroom, ayan, i-submit nyo yung hard copy sa akin. Okay? Print ko na po yung learning activity sheet nyo, including this one. Tapos binigay ko kay Sir Ram. Ngayon, kukuha na lang kayo siguro ng copy kay Sir Ram. Then, if you wish to have it printed or to submit it yung papel talaga, pwede rin. Okay? Pero, i-notify nyo ako. Sa mga students naman na kaya naman, especially, lahat naman ata kayo kaya kasi naka-upload nga kayo, i-upload ninyo. Okay? Pero dun sa parang nahihirapan na, parang yung hirap talaga, submit nyo na lang sa akin yung tawag dito, yung hard copy. Pero class, bago nyo i-submit sa akin yung hard copy, picturean ninyo. Kasi di natin masabi. Kunwari lang ha, kunwari pinas nyo kay Sir Ram, tapos nawala, o wala kayong backup copy. 'Di ba? Ulit kayo, payag kayo. So, ang gagawin ninyo, picturean nyo yung answer. Okay? Dapat meron kayong backup copy if you want to pass it na lang, yung ating learning activity sheet. Kasi ito pa naman recorded. Dito lang ako bumabase halos. 'Di ba? Okay. Pero kung okay na kayo sa system natin last quarter na ina-upload naman doon, kasi most of you naman can upload kahit late. Wala nang minus yung late actually. Pwede naman. So, yon. Okay? So, question. Ay, sorry. Sorry, wait lang. So, may tanong po. Kailan yung deadline ng learning activity number 6? Next Monday. Sorry ko. May na kanina. May nag-chat na sa akin kanina kung sure daw ba na ang deadline ay yesterday. Okay, sorry na mali lang na pindot ko na date. Pero next Monday na lang. That would be 18 ba? Oo. That would be January 18, 2021. So, yun po. So, may question. Okay. So, if there's none, I would like to inform you na I already submitted my grades. Ayun, may sign na ng principal and binigay ko na rin siya kay Sir Ram. And ayun, what I computed, what I submitted is final and irrevocable. Kahit magkaabot pa tayo sa Supreme Court, charot. Hindi, yun. Anyway, if you want to ask me your grades kung paano siya na-compute, kung magre-reklamo man kayo, I have my class record ready. Okay? Anyway, matataas naman din for some of you. Kung alam niyo lang din, wala lang naman kayo na-submit. Or mababa kayo sa scores kasi nakita niyo naman yung scores niyo, di ba? So, yun. Yun din. Yun lang naman yung basis natin more probably. So, if you have no more question, meron pa ba? Hello? Wait lang. May tanong. Yes. Yes, Jaira. Ay, okay. Gusto niyo? Oo nga, no? Sorry. Sige, bigyan ako example. Tapos ano na tayo? Dismiss. Actually, nasa ano na rin eh. Pero sige, for the sake na may nagtanong. Sige, mabigay lang ako ng isa kung ini-insist ninyo. Okay. Saan na ba yun? Ay, wait. Sige. Kunwari, last na to. Isip ako na. Sige, ito. Parang example to. Wait lang. Ay, sige. Hindi, may same example na to na kanina. Ipahin ko. Ayan. Sige, ayan. Okay. So we have 3 raised to x minus 2 is greater than 343 raised to x minus 3. Okay. They don't have the same base, so all we have to do is to find the common base. And what is 343? Okay, katulad ng sinabi ko, ito na yung hint ninyo. 343 is a power of 3. So ano ang exponent ng 3 para magkaroon tayo ng 343? Ay, sorry, 200
Sir?
pala. 200
200.
pala. Sorry, 243 pala. Sorry. Tama ba? Oo nga, 243. Ay, ano ba? Ulitin yung tanong?
Hindi po, tama po.
Okay, sige. So, ano ang exponent ng 3 para maka-obtain tayo ng 243?
5 po.
Okay, 5. So, we need to substitute 243 by 5. So, we have 3x minus 2 is greater than 3 raised to 5 in substitute of 243. And then, apply law of exponent. Yan. I-distribute. Nilagyan ko na ng arrow, diba? Kasi yung iba sa hindi nag-distribute, sarap kurutin. So we have 3 raised to x minus 2 is greater than 3 raised to 5x minus 3. Okay? So, since they already have the same base, cancel the base and then bring down the exponent. So we have x minus 2 is greater than 5x minus 3. And then, what's this? Transpose or combine like term. Yeah. Put or transpose ba? Sige, put. Put like terms on the same side of the equation. So, lipat natin si 5. Ilipat ko si 2 sa kabila. So, we have x minus 5x is greater than negative 3 plus 2. So, that would gives us 4x, negative 4x rather, is greater than negative 1. Divided by...
Sir,
Yes.
Sir?
Yes.
hindi po ba
Hindi po
negative 15?
Ay, okay. Negative 15. O, diba? May nag-react. Thank you. Ayaw. Negative 15. Okay. Dami nag-react ka. Galit na galit. Charot. Joke lang. Ayan. So, we have 15. Yeah, 15. Dapat 5x minus 15. So, dapat ito ay... Saan na tayo? Okay. Negative 15 minus 2. Tama? Ayan. Ay, plus 2. Perfect. Ayan. Tama. So, we have negative 13. Tama? Ayan na. So, divided by negative 4, divided by negative 4, cancel dito. Class, hindi ito ika-cancel ha. Ito lang. So, cancel si negative 4. So, that is x. Since we multiplied, or sorry, since we divide negative sign or negative number in the both side of the equation, si greater than, magiging baliktad. Magiging, yan, less than. Tapos, ayun na. Since 13 and 4 siya, positive kasi negative, dalawang negative, so plus na yan. And di na siya pwede lowest term, this is the final answer. Okay. Question. Sige, question. Kakasabi ko lang dito na i-distribute, di ba? Tapos di ko na... Joke. Kinapi lang. Okay, anyway. Ayun. So, may question po. Okay, di ba? Same lang sila ng equation, pero greater than and less than. Tapos pwede pala magbaliktad yun o ano. Yun siya. Actually, class, kung dito nyo ililipat yung x sa kabila, ganun din yung magiging kinalabasan. Nakaharap yung bibig ng sign ng inequality natin doon sa number. Okay? So, wala na pong tanong. Walang tanong. Ulitin ko po, class, sa let's do it. Sige, try nyo lang sagutan. Guided naman kayo with the answer key, di ba? And then if you have question or if you have any problem, feel free to chat me in the most appropriate time na pwede. Kung pwede lang na yon. Plus, wag na kayo mag-chat ng mga late night na, even though na some of us, like me, some of us talaga, di ba? Or some of you, katulad ko, nocturnal person. Nocturnal. So, yun, nagabi na active. Pero, yun, okay. Siyempre, may gigwa din ako that time. Kaya, gising pa. So, yun lang. Okay? So, yun po. So, kung wala nang tanong as of now, wala na ba? Okay. Sige. So, kung wala na rin kayong question as of now, so, let's call it a day. So, I guess, yun lang walang tanong eh. Okay. So, let's call it a day. Goodbye, grade 11, Dalton.
Hi, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you
Bye,
po.
sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye. I wait. Larry, nag-check ka na attendance? I forgot.
Yes po.
Okay. Thank
Sir,
you.
send pa sa GC?
Wag na pa, i-compile na lang ulit katulad last time.
Okay po.
Okay, thank you. Bye.